I am with the President of European Chess Federation, Mr. Zurab Azmaiparashvili. Zurab, you are a great chess player as well as now an organizer. So we would like to know something about you.
Okay.
So please tell us about your chess journey. Like when did you begin that?
Wow, it was a very long time ago. Actually, in my speech during the opening ceremony, I mentioned about this, that chess came to my life when I understood what is a life. Well, I started to play chess at age 4. So you can imagine now that 53 years ago, it's not only part of my life, it's all my life. And well, you know, I never thought that time that except playing chess, I will do some other job. Then, of course, when in age 38, when I decided suddenly to run to be president of the Georgian Federation, the people were in shock of why I decided like this. I'm still very good chess player, and why I concentrate for chess politics when I just can continue just playing chess. But you know, sometimes you don't like something, you want to change something, and you feel that if you don't take a leadership there, that nobody will take such a leadership, and that's action. That's why I take, and even I said to my General Assembly that my chess career will go down because I'm 38 years old. I was not thinking even to continue longer play chess, you know, on the professional level. So my decision was to improve situation in the federation. And to say the truth, I succeed something that because I organized a lot of tournaments starting from '99. First was actually European Team Championship. Then I organized Women Championship, European Women Championship, first one in the history. Then we organized first and unique match Europe-Asia. Also, well, in the career, I organized Women Championship as well in 2004, which was held in Elista. I was the main organizer there because originally was launched in Batumi city, where will be the next Olympiad. So on, I combine somehow life like this chess player and president of the federation. And this moment also, I don't know how it happened, but in European Union, Mr. Boris Kutin, when he saw that my energy, he called me to become a board member there. And I became a board member of the organization. And in this period happened like this. I play also European Championship, and I was so successful there. Really, it was a brilliant tournament for me. Probably never I played such a top level. And I became a European champion as well, and I understand something is wrong, really wrong. You know, you cannot do everything. So, of course, it was my last success, I can say, because my rating became 27.02, the highest in the history of my chess career. So, but slowly I go down. When I go down, of course, life also a little bit changed. So I went in 2007 in Singapore. In Singapore, I started to behaving like a coach. Maybe, you know, before that, as a not coach, but as the assistant, I used to be with Garry Kasparov from 87 until 93. Then I was coach of the Judith Polgar during 1 year, then Etienne Bacro also, then little bit Temur Rajabov. I have some experience about this. And when I went to Singapore, I started to be trainer there. Just I forget about politics, about everything, about just making my living, my life. And when I lost position in FIDE in 2010, well, I was thinking that so my life will go like this. I will be maybe all my life just trainer, and that's all. But then politics changed in Georgia. In 2012, the Georgian, we can say like this, that philanthrope and the businessman and the billionaire, Bidzina Ivanishvili, when he decided to fight against the regime of the Saakashvili, by chance I was in Tbilisi at that time, and he called me for a meeting, and he offered me to be unite forces together, that all intellectual or sport people or science or culture, etc., etc. And we have we build a big group of the people who were actually not happy with the current situation, and we won the election. That was somehow I came back to the politics, and then I was appointed by the group as the first deputy minister in the sport and youth affairs. So we work successfully there. We have a project also up to now. Our project, which when we started, it successfully continue. But then in 2013. Because I was not so happy also with European Chess Union, and I feel the responsibility because I support the previous president, Mr. Silvio Donailov. So I was really not happy with him, and I decided to run in Europe. But at the same time, you know, it was an interesting proposal that we have to bid for the Olympiad and World Cup. So we combine everything. I don't expect, to say the truth, that we will win all battles. But it happened like this, that fortune was on our side, and I won the election. We won the bid of the Olympiad and the World Cup. So after this, I really decided that it will be too heavy for me to be the same time Deputy Minister of Sport. So I decided myself, maybe this is unique in Georgia also, I decided myself to resign from the position. I asked the permission from the Prime Minister, from Minister of Sport, and of course I explained that this is a situation. And of course they allow me normally to leave the job, but they support me very much. And we make all this degree of the government about the Olympiad, about the World Cup. So I transfer again to be completely chess man. So I'm right now very happy with the situation, and I know that my government and Georgian people, and they will continue to support chess.
You have some amazing achievements off the board, but on the board, what do you think were your best achievements as a chess player?
As a chess player, okay, I didn't answer, by the way, this question. Okay, my biggest career success, let's say like this, that there was in the different stages of my life, you know. When I became a champion of Georgia at age 13, a champion of Georgia of school, because it was under 17, 18 actually. It was a big success for me already, because people start to pay attention that, okay, I'm a little boy still, and becoming a champion. Then I became a champion of Soviet Union in under 18, then vice champion of Europe under 20. So then a little bit career stopped, my chess career. But after, especially Garry Kasparov called me in his team. Well, in 83, I have to say this, that I beat the actual world champion Anatoly Karpov. So, and it was also somehow, but it was just, you know, not a continuous success. It's just one game, nothing special. And when Garry Kasparov called me in the team, and Garry was such a guy, you know, he did not take everything, he shared also. And he shared a lot of knowledge, a lot of energy to us, and I became a much better player, to say the truth. And in 1990, it was a World Cup, but a different system of the World Cup, if you remember. Well, it was quite a successful original tournament started by Garry Kasparov and Bessel Koch. So they organized such a kind of World Cup, and I play World Qualification. And I share first place there, actually by Bugles or something. I won the tournament. It was a really biggest success in the career, but unfortunately the World Cup collapsed because there was a misunderstanding between two gentlemen, between Garry and Bessel. So unfortunately, you know, we are victim of the situation, and I did not get what I have to get. Normally to play in the top level of the tournament, among first 24 in the world. So then was up and down always like this. Some year was successful, because I already said that I was also as a trainer, so I cannot really concentrate only for chess. Chess trainer in chess, it's a professional, it's a little bit different. But I'm telling you that the biggest probably, as I mentioned, was the European Championship in 2003. And then slowed down, and I finished my tournament in Singapore, by the way, my chess career. I won last not ASEAN, I think it's 10 countries. ASEAN. ASEAN tournament, yes.
Southeast Asian.
Yes, I became a champion of ASEAN, and this was my last tournament. So this is not world champion, but something.
So how was it working with Garry Kasparov when you worked with him?
Very interesting, to say the truth. For me, it was heavy in the beginning because I was not used to work so hard and so many hours. Well, you know, some chess players, they like 6 hours, 7 hours. In my chess career, I don't have such a situation. Before Garry, probably even 1 hour I was not working. Sometimes 3 hours, 4 hours, but mainly not. And with Garry, of course, I have to adopt this, and I try hard. Even I remember that between, I need sometimes the break after 1-2 hours. I need a break, otherwise my mind was a little bit, you know, crossing. Garry understood this very well, but you know, with him was a pleasure to work. He's a brilliant, and he's really giving the energy. This is important for the trainer because some chess players in the career, top players, although they are eating a lot of energy from the people. Garry was not like this, and it really helped very much. All his trainers become much better players. That's important. So still, I remember all this like one of the best. How say this time of my life.
And Garry made a comeback to chess just a few days ago. Are you planning on doing something similar?
No. Garry is Garry. You know, when he's coming back, well, all the world are interesting, including myself. I was following his game. Normally, I'm not watching the game, but when Garry came, okay, it's something that you follow. And I'm not so, first of all, attractive. Second, for what? You know, I'm really busy with the other things. And I like that Garry will play at least 1 tournament per year, how he promised in St. Louis. It will be good for us. So, and generally for chess, you know, where Garry appear, it's a big advertising for chess.
Do you think his old magic was still there?
Sorry?
Do you think his old magic was still there when he played right now?
Wow, it's not difficult to say like this, but you know, when he became very angry, I believe he became on the end very angry, and then suddenly we feel that, okay, actually he played chess well in the beginning. If we follow the game, he had no problem in the beginning. I was surprised. Because all these chess players, guys, what are you doing? You're 24 hours with chess. I know they are super professionals. They training and this, you know, physical training. This have supercomputers, everything. And suddenly Garry came after so long time not playing chess, and you didn't get the advantage in the beginning. So what's going on? I start to analyze what's going on. Either Garry have a much bigger talent than they, or something is wrong here. Or Garry can still catch them, but of course the energy is not the same now. You feel that it's not the same energy, but knowledge, okay, knowledge is, I believe that he still have a much more than the others. Yeah.
And about the World Cup that is being currently held in Georgia, who do you think is the favorite to win this one?
Well, you know, always when world champion is playing in the tournament, he's a favorite number 1. But again, what I say that I really appreciate that Magnus is here and he's playing the World Cup, and he used his right actually to play World Cup. Of course, this is a risky, this is a challenge for him also. He never win the World Cup, he never win the event, which is 7 matches on the road to win. It's very difficult. I think everybody understands that in the world. And little bit he is risking also, because his name also is always a target. If something wrong will happen, so everybody, you see, Magnus was so like this. He's winning matches, but here he cannot do. I think it's a challenge, which one he understands very well, and I wish him, of course, at least to be in the final. It will be for us also great. But among the others, you know, there are top players, and I like very much Vladimir Kramnik personally, because his chess is absolutely brilliant. He can change the style, which is not usual. So usually players have one style and they continue this style. Vladimir, you know, by some ages, he can suddenly from super positional player to transfer super tactical player. So it's he can. It means that even he's in the age now. Of course, he's not a young boy anymore, but he still have energy to produce much interesting for us, for the chess lovers. So of course, Vasily Ivanchuk always is extraordinary. Our player Bahadur Jobawa, a lot of Indian players, even I cannot pronounce all names. Well, I know a few of them. Very interesting boy. He lost now to Nepomniachtchi, Adiban. Adiban is very interesting. He was playing very interesting chess, and he lost because he did not use his chances, and he have a lot of chances to be in the third round. So also Chinese players, you know, they are very interesting for me, and especially Yu Fan. She fight absolutely on the same level with one of the top leading player in the world, Aronian. Up to now, you know, Caruana Nakamura and Wesley So, who are the Olympic, let's say, or champions, they didn't show yet that big advantage on the opponent. I believe that slowly by slowly they will show their best in chess. So also it's Grishuk and Vashelagrov. Vashelagrov is just winner of the San Luis, and everybody are following now him because to win the tournament in San Luis is something, yeah. So maybe I forgot somebody, but okay, I believe that. And we are, of course, with Georgians, we would like that Bahadur will be at least in the semi-final, then we will see.
He's playing really well. To knock out Yu Yangi was not easy.
Yes, it was not easy, but Bahadur really, he played very well. Very good chess. A brilliant chess. He sacrificed on time, and we like his chess.
Zurab, I have studied some of your games, and I think that you used to love the Perk defense. Is that correct? Pirk's defense?
Yes, this is the only defense when you are not working a lot and you can produce something during the board, so that's why I use mainly this opening, you know. Well, then it becomes very difficult to play on the when everybody knows that you are playing one opening. So, and then I start to play a little bit Philidor because to understand the system more or less. So it was, and again, you don't spend a lot of energy to study the opening. That was my strong and weak point as well.
I mean, the Pirk's defense is mainly a fighting weapon. So can we say that you were a fighter on the board, and
I am.
So in that way, the opening attracted you, yes?
Yes. Okay. But with white, I was different. I was trying to use this first move and to get the advantage, but maybe not so successful as with black.
So you have been a chess player, a chess coach, and also a chess organizer. What do you think was the most interesting out of the three for you? Absolutely
everything, because I don't know what will be the next. I hope it will be good pension. I mean, what is a pension? That you go in the age, you still have something to do what you love in chess, but not so active as I am right now. I absolutely quit chess. This is clear. I cannot become any more trainer because I already passed like this, like Ubilao, for example, who is a well-known coach in India. All his career, he is coach, and for him it's easy job. So I quit, and to come back it will be nearly impossible. So I'm right now, I can say, mostly a chess politician than organizer. I have an organizing team, of course, not maybe I'm a manager of this organizing team, but mostly I'm involved more in politics. So what I believe that politics a little bit more continue. Organizing team already they are growing up, and well, you know, if they will keep me as a mentor, it's okay, but I don't think that I will be active manager in the future. So what I'm thinking like this, that chess politics will be little bit longer, but then I don't know, then we are planning with my wife to see the world. Even we travel a lot. You know, your chess player's career, so sometimes you don't see what you have to see. You are going in the city, you see your hotel, you see your food, and then you are losing your tournament or winning, and you are leaving suddenly that you don't see anything in the city. So we are planning as a normal people in the West, when they have a age, they are in the age to travel a little bit to see the world.
That's wonderful, and we wish you all the best for that, also in your chess politics. And we hope that sometime in the near future you would come back on the chessboard and play a few games.
Well, funny games, of course. I'm ready anytime. Thank you very much.
Thank you.